You know, I wanted to go out there and I wanted to destroy him. I wanted to submit him or knock him out. And if anything, more knock him out than anything. But he came out very cautious. He was sitting back on his right hand. I knew he was waiting for a big counter punch. You know, anybody that fights me at 135 is going to try to make a name off of me. I fought my last fight against Demetrius Johnson. He got the decision, and he ended up getting a title shot. So, you know, a fight against me can make or break somebody. And I understand that. So I have to go out there and I want to be aggressive and be very, you know, finishing fights. But I have to be careful also. And the way he came out, you know, I seen he was waiting for that. I heard his corner screaming the whole time, you know, you're powerful, you're strong, you're bigger than he is. He was waiting for it. So I had to come out a little bit more cautious and a little bit more smarter. I knew he was going to try to, you know, waste the clock and then come in with a big shot the last minute or half, 2 minutes. And I was waiting for that. I was ready for it. I stopped a couple of his shots. I got it from a shot. But once we got in the clinch, I felt how weak he was, and I was able to, well, not weak, but I felt how much pressure got applied to him, and I was able to beat him in that position.
You think he was holding back a little bit because of the weight cut and maybe some issues there, saving up the gas tank?
You know what? I think he was saving up, but I think more than anything, you know, he figured he was going to be bigger and stronger, and he was going to be able to land a bigger punch. Because I wanted to come out like the old Miguel Torres and come out very aggressive, but I knew if I would have done that, he was sitting on the right hand. I do a lot of boxing, and I know guys that sit back like that are waiting for a big counter punch. And, you know, I learned from the fight with Brian Bowles that I can't come out there like that, like a monster all the time.
How hard is it to stay under control? Because obviously your calling card was being a lunatic in there, and now, you know, the last couple of fights, you're trying to put everything together.
You know, it's real hard, but, you know, I've been working with Faraz as a hobby. Even Tyrone Spong, he's a very aggressive style fighter, but he wants me to be smart at the same time. And it doesn't make sense to go out there and be crazy and get knocked out. And, you know, it's hard, but, you know, hearing it from a guy, Tyrone Spong, a guy that's, you know, K1 level striker and champion, makes me reassured that what I'm doing is right.
So, future fights to get back in the title mix, can you flip the switch and kind of go back to that old style, or do you feel like you're more of the conservative fighter now?
No, 100% I can flip the switch. You know, at any given moment I can flip the switch. I just think that, you know, you have to pick and choose your times, and today it wasn't there.
I assume Chicago would be a target fight, and then who would you like to fight in Chicago?
You know, whoever they put me up against in Chicago, they haven't asked me yet, but I have a lot of media guys and a lot of my friends asking me. They found out the UFC is going to be in Chicago, and they're looking for me to do it. And I'm not hurt, so I'm sure we'll talk about it.
It's nice, huh? Being healthy and
it is. You know, that's the one thing, the one big difference with fighting. You know, in a smart way, you don't get hurt, you don't get hit, and I can go home and I can start training right away.